What is up, guys? It is Dakota Man, and I'm coming at you with another review. And this time it's on Dying Light. Good night, good luck. And this game overall, I've played it so much and so long. As you guys can see, give me 5 seconds to get here. I've played a total of 67 hours, new game plus, and I max everything. Now, many of you guys know this game has been out for a little while now. They released the following DLC, which changed the game completely,
Reckon is so
adding
desperate
in
he's ready to deal with the
a
devil
buggy,
himself.
a crossbow, new guns, new
And since I'm
adventures,
supposed to determine whether
new
or not Rise is
zombies,
the
even
one who
new
stole
area
the
to
GRE
explore, and then
secret
even a new
document,
campaign.
well, this is the
But
perfect opportunity.
is this game actually worth the money that I spent on it, and that you guys might spend on it after this review? Well, guys, to me, yes, this game is this is one of the most unique zombie games of its time. Adding in a feature with parkour, many different weapons, as you guys can see. Right now I'm just rocking the knives for because I'm doing an assassin playthrough. But is it
Jade?
actually
Yeah,
worth
copy. Something wrong?
the money? Is the final question. Is it worth anything? Well, guys, the controls are really weird to get used to, I will admit. It has way different controls than most games do, but it's very unique with a new
Look, I'm
features
doing it
such as
because if we don't
parkour,
get answers in
jumping,
from Rise,
climbing,
people will start
grappling,
to die.
finding new areas to explore, fighting off zombies, new different moves you can do, such as takedown moves like this. It definitely made the zombie game way different, adding in way different features. The campaign, a long, tedious campaign, but was the campaign long enough for the amount of money? It, for me,
Look,
I
Jade,
don't know, guys. The game
we'll talk when I
itself
get back
has
with the
very
answers
many
in, okay?
glitches that ruin it, such as duplication. It's very hard to play online because I even have duplicated items, but you'll hop online and with your legit account and all you have is just straight people that have just modded. These levels for me are all legit, and you have people that just duplicated items to get to this level. This level takes a lot of time to get to, and it is something that you need to earn, but with glitches such as duplication, falling through the map, going above the map, dying from falling through the map, and just random locations for accidentally doing something that you're not supposed to do. And that's not like you're doing it on purpose. I've randomly just boosted sideways and I've fallen through the map and have died. And it's a very rough time doing that, especially if you're playing on Nightmare mode to upgrade your legend rank, which is minus 250, which is the highest you can get. It definitely ruins the game because if you're playing Nightmare mode to get that, you lose every single level progression you have, and that makes it really hard to do anything. Now, I know I'm just saying the bad things, and that is true. I am just saying the bad things right now. But overall, this game is amazing. As I said before, parkour, tons of weapons, different zombie variants such as demolishers, thugs, sprinters, regular zombies. It the night hunters. It put a whole different new meaning on the zombies game from just a regular zombies game where you just find stuff and survive. No, this one is you run around, you learn parkour, you do tons of other things such as side missions, saving people. It is definitely fun. But overall, the following DLC didn't add as much as many people would have hoped. I was hoping for a whole new area to explore, which it did, but it didn't add that much to explore. It added in a tiny little area, and it was a very rural area. Like, it wasn't as big as this city. I was hoping for like a big city that you could go to, because look, the bridge, it leads all the way over there, but you can't get over there unless you take a tunnel. I was hoping it would add in all kinds of new features, but did it? No, and that's the sad fact. Um, they didn't. They've been trying to fix these duplication glitches for such a long time, and they still have not found a way to get rid of all of them, and that's a problem. The game's been out for probably close to a year now, and not all the duplication glitches are found. Other things such as airdrops that randomly come in from the sky that you can go and chase down and have to beat the other team's men to, or you lose the airdrop. The campaign itself. One problem with progressing through the campaign too fast is you lose so much things, like these airdrops go away after you reach a certain point of the campaign, and that's not cool. Now, another cool thing is the story behind it. You fall out of the sky because you were supposedly sent there, and you were sent there, but the whole problem with it is they didn't suspect you to get bitten, and you get bitten, and your whole thing is to find Antizin to cure yourself. And that is really cool. And the following definitely helps that story along, but I don't know. They need to add another DLC or something. AK, this is a thug, guys. One of these zombies are brutal to kill, just like the demolishers. But overall, guys, the goods and the bads. The good thing is it's a whole different zombie game. It adds different feels to the zombie community. Cuz most zombie games are just like, you know, cut and dry. You sit there, you find weapons to survive, and that's it. Those games are very old and they're just repetitive. You have guys like this, the Riseman guys, that you have to beat here, and yeah, that's really fun and all, but after a while it just gets old, and that's a problem. Okay, the game, I know I played it for a really long time. I have over 67 hours in this game now. 67, I know. Oh boy, 67. That's a lot of hours to spend playing a video game, and one video game at that. It's not like I'm playing multiple video games. Glitches where you lose your weapon underneath the map. That is one of the most annoying things possible. Places where people just farm. But other things such as cool Easter eggs they add in from other games, like the Destiny, that cave thing where you sat there and just looted that cave for hours on end just to get the coolest items. They have that Easter egg in here. They have stuff such as a chicken Easter egg, zombie Easter eggs, just references from other video games, and that is one thing that they did right with this game. When the game first came out, they only had endurance, fighting, and survival levels, and that was it. Now they have things such as the legend rank, which adds a whole new meaning to playing the game. Like, for me to reach this level 250, I spent tons of hours grinding that level the day it came out, and I got this level only a couple weeks after it came out. And I know that sounds ridiculous, and it wasn't fun. And honestly, the game has gotten super boring. That's why I started doing challenges such as assassin only challenge, where you only can use blades such as throwing, and knives only to attack, and stuff like that. But other than that, it's just, I don't know, guys. It has so much more it could offer. It should add more weapons. You shouldn't have to buy the following DLC to get some of these weapons that came with it, like a crossbow. You can't get the crossbow unless you pay for the game. Nobody wants to pay for the DLC just to get a little something extra with their game. People want new weapons for free, not for $25. You're basically paying for a new game. Who wants to pay for a new game to get a couple new weapons and a new area to explore? To me, they should add in stuff where, like, you get a free DLC that adds in a little bit more to the map, because yeah, doing the missions add more to the map, but is it actually that much? No, you get a tiny little area to explore with very few zombies, and that's it. A little bit of extra zombies is not fun. Another thing that really ruins this game is when you're playing in multiplayer and you have people that have A, used glitches to duplicate, B, are just sitting there farming forever, and they don't go for the campaign, and they don't just mess around. That's when it really gets old, and I was one of those players. That's all I did. That's really all I did until I reached max rank, was just grind. And once you reach that max rank, you run out of stuff to do except for just mess around. And yeah, it's fun to mess around, but this is not a really fun solo game. And yeah, you can do fun things with solo and X. I'm so glad they did this, where they added in custom maps to Xbox, which was so cool, because custom maps was only a PC thing, and they decided to add it into Xbox so that the Xbox players got to have a whole new level to what the PC players got to play. And that's something they did right. I know Fallout did it too, and that is something that I'm glad Xbox and PC and all these games have been doing, adding in mods and custom games. That is so much fun, because you get a whole new level of experience. And that's really it, guys. Like, this game is so cut and dry. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a first of its kind for zombies, and I've said that tons of times. You know, with the parkour feature, that is a new thing that zombies has never had. Zombies has just been survival. You sit there, you find stuff, you survive, you build a place, you start new things. This one, no, you parkour around the city, you find new people, you make new friends, you add allies, and that is something that they need to do. The multiplayer is so much more fun than playing solo because you get to play with your friends, you get to have fun. They have it to where you can play as the zombie, which a zombies game has really never done before. There's very few zombies games that allow you to be the zombie and play against other human players and raid their game to kill them. That is just a whole new fun thing, as in a way more fun thing to the game because you get to level up your zombie and there's really no real zombies glitches. Another thing that really sucks though is trying to get these legendary weapons, the yellow golden weapons. Those are the most annoying things to ever try to get, and they're only achieved through playing the hard mode or the nightmare mode and opening up very hard lockpicks, and it takes hours to find just one weapon. Or you can go play the be the zombie mode and fight the zombie and allow somebody to raid your game, but it ruins it because they kill you and you lose experience points for them killing you. And it ruins it because that zombie is so OP'd, but the problem with that also for the zombie is there's only one zombie against possibly up to 4 players, and that puts the zombie at a very big disadvantage. And I'm not lying to you, that zombie gets put at a... I hated that. Every time you get 4 players, there's always those players that use the cheapest moves to win. And it ruins it for being the zombie because you only get yourself. You don't get a friend zombie to come help you take out these enemies. You get yourself. And overall, I would have to rate this game for being the first of its kind to add in well, I don't really know the first, but going above and beyond, adding parkour, adding in new updates to expand the levels of the game, adding in different variants of zombies to fight and work your way through the city. A pretty decent campaign that challenges you to learn new things. I would have to rate this game an 8.5 out of 10. And I know that's fairly high for the things that I've said are wrong with it. And I understand that. But the game itself is just so fun to play, especially when starting out, because you have to learn new things. You start out with very weak weapons, and that's the funniest thing, is when you're trying to kill these hard zombies to kill with these weak weapons and parkouring through the night to escape the volatiles before they eat you. And it is so fun when you first start out. The only problem is when you get too high of a level, is when the game gets boring and it gets bland. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's review. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and tell me what game I should review next. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.